Farm4Profit podcast. Take a listen, have a blast. Farm4Profit podcast. Learn about farming while having a laugh. Farm4Profit podcast.
Welcome back to the Farm4Profit podcast. This is not Tanner.
And this is not Tanner either. Dave and Corey, and we are here at Ag PhD Days, Field Day.
Yeah, it's a field day. One day. The greatest one-day event in agriculture.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a beautiful day. I don't think you could ask for any better weather. I want to thank Corteva for letting us use their tent. Take that over here. We've got some great partners here that we work with, and this is just it's our first time here. And what do you think about it, Dave?
I think the weather couldn't be any better, but this is a cool show, a lot more geared towards the farmer, and it's less trying to sell me something, I think.
Yep.
That's kind of how I feel.
We always like when you guys interact with us. Please like, rate, review. You can always call or text us at 515-207-9640. Now, last time, if you were here, you could have texted that and it would have got up here on stage. Tanner actually has to go do a radio interview, so he's going to have to forward that on to us, which I doubt with the cell service here that'll get through.
Yep. Special thanks to the Hefty Brothers as well for the invite. There's a lot of social content creators here today, and I think this is the first year they've done that. So it's a pleasure to be here and kind of show you what other people do other than Ag PhD. So yep. Appreciate them bringing us in. So as we start, Corey always kicks us off with a very welcoming message and an introduction of the guests. So get us fired off.
Should I do an underwhelming intro then, since you set it up like that? All right. Today on the Farm for Fun show from the 2025 Ag PhD Days here in the Corteva booth, we meet up with some of the OGs in the ag social media space. They have blazed their trail through agriculture, musical parody excellence. Through all of their social channels, they have hundreds of thousands of followers. Please welcome from Kansas, Greg and Nathan of the Peterson Farm Brothers.
Woo!
Thank you.
And you guys just got done singing on stage, right?
Yeah. Could you hear us over here?
No, but a lot of people came over and they're like, "Oh, there's a concert going on over there." Yeah.
Nice.
And it wasn't polka dancing up there either.
No, but we went and saw the polka.
Maybe a polka parody is next.
Maybe we should do that.
So this is two of the three brothers. So now do we get to make fun of the one?
Yeah, you got the two. You got the two
Kendall's
best brothers. Yeah. We left the lamest one at home.
Did he lose his voice or something? Or?
No, he's home farming.
Oh.
So anytime we travel, we kind of leave one brother at home, and then
We
Dad
trade off.
We trade off, but that way Dad doesn't get so grumpy if we all three leave.
You know, that's nice. We have three hosts. That's nice. So when Tanner has to leave, two of us can still be here. So
Yeah.
And you're the two best hosts. So.
Exactly. Like things get off the rails when Dave and I are left alone.
Yeah.
We like it.
That's the way it should be.
So this is a Farm for Fun show. We love to hear your history. Obviously, you guys a lot of people know you in agriculture, but how was your upbringing?
So we grew up on a family farm in central Kansas. There was three brothers. I'm the oldest, middle, and then Kendall's the youngest. And then our sister Laura, she lives in southwest Kansas now. But we all grew up there on the family farm near Lindsborg, Assaria, kind of in between the two towns, right in central Kansas.
Yeah, we're your pretty typical farm for our area. We Dad backgrounded cattle and then grew wheat, milo, and cattle feed basically growing up, and now we grow corn and soybeans as well, and still kind of all the other stuff too. So that's what we grew up doing, and we just always loved it. We were always playing with our farm toys. We were always telling our friends how great it was to be on a farm, and so that's kind of how we started, just in agriculture.
So you guys have 300,000+ on YouTube now that follow you. What spurred the whole deal? What started it?
So I was majoring in ag communications at K-State. I was a college kid. That was when I had the idea. And you go to college anywhere, you're going to run into a lot of kids there at school that just don't know anything about farming. And so that was really the initial idea for not only the YouTube channel but the music videos, was to kind of have some content to show our friends, kind of give them a glimpse of, hey, this is what farming is like, but have it be entertaining enough that they'd want to watch it. So my original audience was my college friends, but then as we put together that first video. We figured more people would watch it than just our friends. We just didn't know how many.
Harvest season is here, and so is your competitive advantage.
That's right. The Estes XPR3 concaves are a total game changer. Think one concave, all crops, no bands, no switching. From wheat to corn, soybeans, you're rolling non-stop. Backed by their patented technology with 250% more threshing surface, you get cleaner grain, fewer fines, and beast-level capacity, all without trading combines.
If you're interested, visit EstesPerformanceConcaves.com to upgrade your combine today. Estes XPR3, harvest smarter, faster, and better.
So what year was that you started putting?
2012.
2012.
That's why I said, oh, geez, man.
Ancient history now.
Yeah, we're feeling a little old sometimes. But.
Was there much traction on YouTube back then? I mean, I remember seeing it.
Yeah, it was kind of the early days of YouTube. I mean, obviously, YouTube had been around since, 2006, 2007. But it was when viral videos was first becoming a thing. And Facebook and YouTube, got along with each other. So you'd just post something as a personal, like a YouTube link, and it would just go everywhere. And that's what happened was people just were clicking our link, and it was just going all over the place. So.
That's crazy. So did you all do band or sing in high school?
Yeah, we did. I mean, our parents really pushed us in music. We went to a small enough Kansas high school where, it wasn't just only the music kids did music and only the athletes did sport. I mean, you just did everything. So we were in band, we were in vocal, we were in sports, we were in 4-H FFA. We just kind of did all the different things.
So what was your initial instrument for all of you?
Well, we all took piano lessons, and I still play piano all the time. But in band, I did trumpet.
And I did trumpet. Kendall was the oddball doing trombone. And Laura played trumpet too, so we were trumpet guys.
Did you ever do an instrument, Dave?
I didn't. No.
Not even the recorder?
Nope. Choir.
Choir, yeah.
Yep.
I had a saxophone.
There you go.
And then I
wish
got
I could
into
play
drums because I got bored with that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh. So, and in your schooling, you also went for music as well, correct?
Yeah, in college. Yeah, in college I studied music as well.
Gotcha. Was there big dreams to be the next Garth Brooks? Or?
Yeah, I was actually, my original YouTube channel was in 2010, actually 2 years before 2012. When we started the farming one, I was trying to do covers of different songs, and I was kind of trying to do a little something in the music industry.
What do you think of all the people that get found on TikTok now?
It's pretty cool. I mean,
wish you had TikTok in college?
Oh, I don't know. We're not that big of fans of TikTok. I think it's awesome. We just don't know how to use it. We feel like we're still figuring it out.
Well, 130,000 followers.
Well,
you've done pretty well.
We put the music videos on there, and it gets us following. But
yeah. So what that very first one that went viral, how big did that get?
So we posted it on a Monday, I think. By Tuesday morning, my FFA teacher, who I had told nothing about doing this, he called me and said, "Hey, did you guys make a YouTube video?" And I said, "Yeah, did you see that?" He said, "Yeah, my friend from the East Coast sent it to me." And I said, "Hey, that's my student." And he didn't know anything that we were doing it. And so by the next morning, it had been to the East Coast and back. And we had, I think, 50,000 views in the first 2 days. By Thursday or Friday, all the Kansas state news networks had their vans in our yard. Now that's only 3 vans in Kansas, but it's a pretty big deal. And then we were on Fox and Friends in the morning in New York City. We got flown to New York City by the end of that week, and we had 5 million views in the first week. And a week before, we had just got done cutting wheat, and it was 2012, so it was really dry, so we didn't have anything else to do because everything was just kind of dying. But so we went to New York and we're on the news, so it was kind of wild.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's how we got started.
And there was no monetization or anything really back then.
No.
Well, what's funny, there wasn't, and people were telling us "Oh, you guys are making millions off this," or or if you're not, you need to be. You need to figure out how to make money. Yeah. And we're like, we don't know anything. I mean, that first year, there was no monetization of anything.
What was the song?
It was "I'm Sexy and I Know It," which, looking back, I didn't know so many people were going to watch the video. It was a little weird to be known as the boys who parodied "I'm Sexy and I Know It," but that song was so easy to rewrite the words. And I think I was at a Sonic drive-in with some of my friends, and "I'm Sexy and I Know It" was playing over the speakers, and I was just changing the words on the spot, and that's where the idea kind of originated, was from that moment. And that's the only reason that was the song. I mean, we did not like that original song. It was like we were pretty sick.
Yeah, then we had to listen to it for, well, we're still having to listen to it.
So from that point of you having that idea in the drive-thru there, how long until you actually like put it on paper or like, okay, we're going to make this video?
I think it was finals week of my junior year of college. So you know how finals week goes. You have a lot more free time than the rest of the semester, unless you're really a really good student and you spend it all studying. I was not. I was taking advantage of my free time. So I think I wrote the lyrics that finals week and then went home for the summer, and we started filming as soon as wheat harvest was over. So yeah, that would have been in May, and we filmed the video in June.
So it's brothers, but it's the bros, but there's a sister there too.
Yes.
So
She was 11 years old when we made the first one. She actually helped us film some, and after it had gone viral, we had people messaging us like, hey, who filmed this for you? We want to hire them. And we're like, well, it was our 11-year-old sister.
She's 11.
Does she still help?
She lives in Southwest Kansas now. She married a rancher out there, so she's not as around as she used to be. But even when she was around, she was your typical teenage little sister who's kind of hated on everything you did for a while.
Okay.
So she didn't really want to be in the videos. I think I paid her to be in a few of them.
And she would
paid her
gatekeep
money.
a little. Like, there were probably a few ideas we had, and she was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah,
and we
that's not
listened.
trending anymore. Don't do that.
A few
That's what
times
Rachel
we
does to us.
ignored her and did it anyways, but
She was our quality control for a while. But
so one video turned into how many?
I think we've done 35 music videos over 13 years.
So 35 different songs?
Yeah.
Do you have albums?
No, you just keep making 2 or 3 a year, and then it adds up. We started doing the parodies, and then we actually have done a few originals over the years. We've done 3 or 4 original songs, but most of them are parodies. That's the most successful. We always figure that these people are clicking on these farming videos because it's a parody of a song that they know. It's a song that people in the city listen to, and that's the only reason they're clicking on this video about farming. And so that's kind of our bridge is that parody, that music.
So instead of albums, it's just a bunch of hit singles is what it is.
oh yeah.
You guys listen to Weird Al Yankovic?
Yeah. I mean, that's
I know him for parodies.
I've been into parodies my whole life. I've always thought they're fascinating. So yeah, Weird Al, or just you know, when you're in the tractor, you make up different words to songs. I don't know. That's just what it is. That's how it is.
So every time you guys
Only
get in-
you do that.
Only me. I'm weird. I'm Weird Al, the Weird Al of farming.
Weird Greg.
Weird Greg.
Weird Greg.
Greg.
You heard it here.
Every time you guys get invited to these farm shows and events, are you expected to sing?
There's like a weird, like when you meet people and they only know you from the music videos, they kind of expect you to be as animated
You do a little dance.
and singy as you are on YouTube, and it's like, well, we're just normal guys. We're not going to break out into song all the time, but
Well, you just did. What, at 11, you were...
Yeah,
how many,
we
how many
did.
songs did you guys sing over there?
we did 7 or 8 songs.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, we don't mind doing it.
Yeah, we like
That's always
singing.
what the kids want to see, and you know,
Yeah.
the adults can enjoy too. You can laugh at us; it's fine.
Could a company or, say, Farm4Profit, like, hire you to do a custom song?
That's what a couple of our originals were done with some companies. Yeah.
Because right now one of our intros is Randy the farmer from
Oh, yeah,
Florida.
Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes the more of the punk rock side of things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We featured him in our newest music video. It's a long way to the crop if you want to farm your soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's playing his guitar. It's awesome. My little 1.5-year-old thinks it's the funniest thing ever when Randy comes on and is playing his guitar. So
Dude, he's hilarious. He is hilarious. You got any Aussie songs?
well, yeah, we did Crazy Train. We changed it to Crazy Grain. Pretty simple one there,
Yeah.
but I think that's the only Aussie song we've done.
I think so.
What's your favorite one that you guys have done?
I don't know.
You don't know? I like Forage Harvester. That's like that one to combine like heavy rock or heavy metal music and chopping silage. It just feels right.
Yeah, it is like a bunch of destruction going on.
Yeah, it's just chopping silage.
I've never got to do it, but I always love watching. Those are probably my favorite videos to watch. Just pure destruction.
Yeah, there you go.
So you guys have this whole, we'll call it social aspect to you. Tell us about the farm. Like what's the farm look like? Are you just like everybody else here?
No, we're a little different in central Kansas. So we joke that like we're right in the middle of Kansas, and northeast Kansas is almost Iowa. Southwest Kansas is a desert. So we're right in the middle. So every year we don't know if we're going to be a desert that year or wet that year. So we kind of do a little of everything. We, when we were kids, it was basically everything was wheat. You rotated with a little Milo, and people had cattle. And now, we try to grow corn and soybeans. They don't probably yield like they do around here, but we can grow 100 bushel corn or 100 bushel Milo. Some years one does better, some years the other does better. But a lot of it's going to cattle feed. A lot of people are chopping silage, feeding cattle, and we double crop after wheat harvest, either beans or Milo. We can double crop Milo. We also double crop a lot of just forages, and we might just turn cattle out on the field, or we might, bale it or chop it too. So we kind of can do whatever. We can do lots of different things, and every year something different works because you never know when it's going to rain, kind of type of thing.
You guys just making straight cattle feed this year for all the good cattle prices?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like
cattle have been good to us this year. Yeah, we're thankful for the cattle for once.
Yeah, for once. Yeah.
Most of the time you're like, why do we have cattle? But this year it's like,
I say that on the pig side sometimes too. Yeah.
Yeah, planting double crop, it was like, well, why should we double crop beans when, like, if they yield well, the price will be going down even worse. And if the price goes up because it's dry, then our double crop beans aren't going to make a single thing. So, like, we just figured we did all forages and a little Milo this year.
Do each of you like specialize in a different thing on the farm, or do you all do it all?
So Nathan is kind of the agronomy, cropping specialization guy, and then Kendall is more on the cattle side. In fact, Kendall does a lot of the cattle stuff, and we have a cow-calf operation as well. So Kendall and Dad kind of stick more on the cattle side. Nathan and I are more on the cropping, but we all, of course, interact and help each other out. But I would say my specialization is more on the social media side, and then I travel and speak quite a bit. So I'm usually the one who is leaving, and then sometimes I bring a brother with me. But we always try to leave at least one person home to keep things going.
How often do you get mistaken for Greg Peterson Machinery Pete?
It has definitely happened multiple times. And when I was a kid, like Machinery Pete, like I like idolized him because he had my name.
Yeah.
And then when our videos blew up, I got to meet him, and I'm like, Greg Peterson. He's like, it's like that Spider-Man GIF where they're all pointing at each other. Yeah.
When we went down to FarmCon in Kansas City, I saw Machinery Pete's coming, and then I'm like, oh no, it's
yeah.
Duh. Yeah.
Hey, I'll be mistaken for Machinery Pete. That's cool. It's cool.
Oh, that is cool. What do you got, Dave? You thinking?
I was thinking of a clever pun, and I didn't have it. Like parody.
So how often are you on the road?
Well, before having kids, and of course even before getting married, when I was like a single, right after college, doing as much work, kind of workaholic a little bit. I was doing like 60 to 70 events a year, and Nathan and Kendall were probably doing 20 to 30, and now we're probably both half of that. So I'm probably 40 events.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it definitely it clashes with the farming a little bit.
Right.
But we try to schedule things.
And some of them are more close by, like county fairs in Kansas.
We do a lot of county fairs,
a
lot of entertainment.
Man. Yeah, I mean, how many do we do? We're not on the road that much.
Feels like it sometimes.
15, 20? Rachel?
Technologies help with that. I own an auction company. I closed an auction today while we were podcasting about an hour ago.
Nice.
But it's all online. So
yeah.
the world's changed that way. What do you see your change in the future? If you're the OGs and you did it back when, you've seen what social media has done now. You're all making a living independently as brothers, but work together. Grow the farm, more cattle, more crops, more parodies? What do you got?
That's a good question. What do you think we should do?
I think, we've always kind of played it by ear. I don't think there's ever been a 5-year plan for either I feel like we maybe set more goals on the farm than we do with the social media side of things. Social media side of things, we've just kind of kept going. And as long as people watch the stuff, we keep making it. It could certainly change. It's already changed a lot. YouTube and all the different things are totally different now than they were 10 years ago. But I do think, the need to make people more aware of what agriculture is and how it functions is still there. It's still important. And that's always going to be a passion of mine, whether that's doing it through social media or doing it in person. So I think that will continue for sure, but what it looks like might change. And then, farming, I don't know.
Yeah, I think, ideally, now with young kids and stuff, it's harder and harder to travel. So we like sharing what we're doing on the farm, but, ultimately, that's been our dream, is to farm close by with each other, farm together and raise the kids up on the farm. And, if we can keep speaking some and it doesn't stress everyone out too much, we'll do some of that. But, the farm has been the dream, I suppose. So we want to keep it going and just hope it provides for us.
Am I mistaken? And you're doing some interesting irrigation stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. So I just installed a Nutri-Drip system there in front of my house. But the unique part about it was I actually built a reservoir to supply the water. There's no more water permits for underground water. So built the pond this winter and then hoped it would rain this spring, and it waited until mid-May, but then it's been running over basically ever since then. It rains every couple days. So but I have gotten to run the system, and it's done a good job. In central Kansas, like Nathan was saying, our average dryland corn yield is 90 to 100. So if you can create irrigated ground, you're essentially doubling your land value, doubling your average yield at least. So.
Are you fertigating through that too?
I plan to. Yeah, I have not yet. But that's kind of the unique part about it, is you're putting all your water 12 inches deep right at the root level, and then you can follow that with fertilizer. And
do you guys run irrigation on other stuff?
A little.
Yeah, it's all of it is kind of limited. We've actually had like a reservoir, a big pond that we've irrigated out of for years. That was Grandpa's idea, because we'd have times of heavy rainfall, fill up all the ponds, and then times of drought, or like just kind of flash droughts is just kind of common. So if you can have just enough water to get through those dry times, it helps our area out a little. So but yeah, I don't know, 10 to 20% of our land
we have
has irrigation on
4 pivots and the drip system.
So are you finding or liking the drip irrigation?
Yeah, it's my first year, and it's rained a lot, so it's not as much of a difference when it's. This is the most rain we've had since 2019. So, but the beans look fantastic that I have planted on there. So.
Going to zero, probably. Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry. Shouldn't say that too loud.
That's good. What's your latest song that you guys have put out?
It was the one featuring Randy and quite a few other social media. Over the years, we've tried to feature pretty much every content creator that's in ag. And of course, there's so many now that we can't include them all, but that one features quite a few different ones. I'm blanking on who all was in it, but that was an AC/DC parody of.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Are you working on any right now?
We're not right now. My kind of idea is to, instead of making these full length music parodies, like YouTube's not liking the 4-minute long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Music videos anymore, but to kind of convert them into 30-second, minute-long reels. That's kind of the next. Maybe.
Do you get copyrights for like the beat or anything like that?
No. YouTube has its own copyright system, and then even like Facebook, Instagram, it'll get claimed by the original artist. And so a lot of times your revenue is going to the original artist on those videos.
Yeah.
So like over the years, like I think we've made some of these artists like thousands of dollars because they'll claim our video and say that's our music, and then they get all the ad revenue, which is fine. It is their music, but some of them will share revenue too. So,
is your portfolio on like Spotify?
We do not put the parodies on Spotify because we'd probably have to go through some hoops to get permission. But to just put it on social media, I mean, you see people using other people's songs all the time. That's as long as you're given credit.
Yeah. I think you need to do one to Pink Pony Club.
Oh yeah.
Or Blue
you got some lyrics written already? Or?
we could use AI.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's the other thing is we might not be making parodies next year. We'll just have AI write them.
Yeah.
You know, though, there's still got to be a human element, especially to a parody, right? Because like, you're the only one that the computer doesn't get your, I don't know, your funny business.
I don't know.
Right?
I've been pretty impressed with some of the AI songs I've heard. I'm like, that's actually pretty good. But you're right. It takes a couple tries for them to
get it right.
Maybe just assist you in making your parody. I think you're still around.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
I think you're still around.
Because who else is doing it besides Randy?
I don't know. There's a few out there, but it's kind of a pretty small niche.
I mean, I just lip sync Taylor Swift. That's all I do.
Yeah. That works.
When you guys went to New York to be on the morning show, you said 5 million people saw you. One of the things you said was you like to educate people about agriculture. One thing, like with algorithms that we see, is like everybody here is in agriculture, so they probably know the agriculture, and it's not shock and awe to them. And as the population, as everybody gets older, less and less connected with agriculture. When you went there, were you just a bunch of country bumpkins to them, or did they see you as a smart agronomic machine, or was it just you guys from Kansas?
I don't know. I feel like they treated us pretty normal. The one guy who interviewed might have been from Kansas.
The Fox and Friends interviewer was from Clay Center, Kansas.
But that's what we wanted to portray, was like, yeah, we're not just guys with pitchforks out there.
Yeah.
Like, and farming's also not, just a bunch of corporations and some people think there's not any privately owned land out there and private, independent farmers. And so we want people to understand, it is somewhere in between there, it takes everyone hopefully we portrayed that already.
The whole conference is about tech. I mean, we got some of the smartest people in the world here.
Yeah, that's a very impressive show.
But I don't know the rest of the world knows that.
Yeah. And I think that was, again, we talked about the original motivation for our getting started making these music videos. It was some of that too, is a lot of our friends would think, oh, farming, so you're out there hand pulling weeds and planting seeds it's like, no, we're using, and this was 13 years ago. The tech back in 2012 is nothing like today. And it's like, man, we've got tractors that drive themselves. We've got all these different things. So we wanted to kind of change some of the misconceptions about farming, and whether that was technology or even like, hey, here's a rap video about farming. Like, farming's maybe not what you think it is, kind of thing.
But we also learned pretty quick, I had just graduated high school. Greg was in college. Like, we weren't the professionals then, and people would ask us these deep agriculture questions about whatever. And it's like, we figured out, okay, we need some resources to be able to point people to. And I feel like Kansas Farm Bureau, we would point people to there, and they would have fact sheets and websites. So we learned to kind of send to people there, because we were young and we didn't know everything. I mean, even we're close. So
right. We're the true advocates, right? Like, when we put out podcasts, it's more for the agriculture community, I would say. But you guys are voices that are connecting to the consumer through these, and I thank you for that, because we need it. We need it all. Right? We need voices in and out of ag.
Yeah, and that's what we hope is happening. I mean, you're gonna. It's hard to do that. It's hard to cross out of the industry, but we do feel like the parodies help with that. And then
I think so.
Social media itself. I mean, if you think back to 2005, how were you going to do it back then? And now that we have social media, I mean, more people outside of agriculture are learning about farming than ever before through social media content. So it's a cool time to be doing it. And also, we have a lot of kids that watch our videos. And you think a lot of these kids are developing a passion for ag because of watching social media content, and so you feel the weight of that. That's a big motivation for what we do as well.
Did either of you play Farm Simulator?
No,
we played the
precursor kind of.
Yeah, we played John Deere American Farmer. We played that.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to play video games for.
There was like a farm sim, but it was like kind of European. I think it was
Sim Tractor. Has anyone ever heard of Sim
Tractor?
Tractor? We played Sim Tractor. This is we're old.
But,
this is a long time ago. I haven't played video games for like 10 years.
Yeah, we never played the real.
Meet Maya Cornheads, built better for over 40 years to power through down corn, high yields, and tough fields without flinching.
These durable, low-maintenance heads mean less downtime, less grain loss, and more profit per acre. They have the option for down corn attachments or direct-driven chopping. They ensure that your combine will move smoothly, fast, and full at all times.
Don't just harvest your fields, conquer them. Visit MayaCornheads.com to find the dealer near you. It just amazes me. I've never played Farmer Simulator. I've watched people play it, but the people that have no connection to ag play it and love it.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah. So it's another thing that's kind of advocating,
Yep.
glorifying farming. And they all want to come out. Hey, could I come ride with you in the tractor? It's like, well, that's like 5% of my time or 10% of my time.
Yeah. The nice thing about Farming Simulator is it doesn't take millions of dollars to get started.
Yeah.
I don't know what the game costs. But
And do those tractors ever break down? Like,
I don't know. I haven't played. I would assume.
do you have to tap on the starter to get it to go every now and then? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. TerraClear's got their picker in the game now. You can actually go pick rocks.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So
Good deal.
Well, what else you guys got? You guys got any other speaking engagements here today?
I think we've got a meet and greet coming up. I can't
Was
remember
it at New Farm? Farm
the
booth,
New Farm
I think?
booth. I think in like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, they got the golfing thing. So
Yeah.
see if you can make the putt.
Oh, all right. We'll do some
3 free
golf.
balls.
We practiced last night.
Yeah, we went to the. It's
We,
not.
we
Top
need a
Golf,
lot more
whatever.
practice.
Like Top Golf.
Yeah, like Top Golf.
Well, I think we got like 10 minutes left, so we'll probably wrap this up, and you can have a pre-meet and greet here if you guys stick around for 10 minutes. If anyone wants to talk to you, that'd be great. Did we miss anything that you guys want to get out there to the world?
I mean, we've always just said that we're just normal guys. I mean, if you would come out and tour our farm and get to know us, we're pretty normal guys. The whole making music videos, it can edge on the side of cheesy, or I don't know what the word is. I don't know. Sometimes I think people think maybe we're different than we are, but we're just normal guys. And the music videos are just an avenue to show people farming. And I think, sometimes I'll watch our 12, 13-year-old videos, and it's like, okay, there's a few cringe things in there that I regret maybe, but the overall goal is to bring awareness to agriculture, and I think they've done that over the years. So
What'd your parents think when you made them?
Dad was like, "Why did you film in front of that broken cattle bunk?" But,
yeah, Dad was pointing out all the things.
I think they were just like, they could hardly comprehend like how many people were watching, and but they were proud of us, and they just kept us grounded, told us what was important, and put us back to work as soon as we got home, so we didn't get too big of heads, I guess.
So
hopefully,
now that you guys are having kids, do your kids think you're like celebrities?
I don't know if they realize. They probably just think everybody's dad is on YouTube. I don't know. Like
I think it feels really normal for them. They'll come to some of our performances, and it's normal for them to see their dads on stage singing, and it's normal for them to see their dads on the computer singing. I mean, I don't know if they're old enough. So
one of these days they might be like, wait a second, like not everybody's on the TV.
Yeah.
I
hope when they're like in high school, like you guys get to go to the high school and like embarrass them and dance.
Yeah,
that's what I think. That we'll have to stop making them once our kids get old enough to start making fun of us. Then we'll be like, all right, we'll stop.
All right, we're out. Yep. The next generation of parody videos.
It's an interesting dynamic. We found social media as we're getting to be adults, right? And now kids are growing up with it. And what do you want to be to grow up? I want to be a YouTube influencer or whatever.
So, a lot of kids are saying that. Yeah.
So not everyone can be influencers, right? But everyone can have a social media and make an impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I try to tell people is whether you have a an online following or, you're just living life. The goal of life is to make a positive impact on people around you, on your community, on the industry you're in, like agriculture. You don't have to do that through social media. You can, and I think social media, it's not all good, but it's not all bad either. There's a lot of really good things you can do with it. But I still think the best way to advocate for agriculture is to get people on farms and to have people get to know farmers. If everybody in America had a personal relationship with a farmer and had been to a farm and seen how things work in person, that's what's going to make the most lasting impact. But you can't always do that. So social media is a great way to start the conversation.
So if you get to speak at all these conferences over the last years, 10 plus years, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened in an interview?
Oh, man, I don't know. That's a good question. I'd probably have to think about that.
Yeah.
Do you forget your pants or something one day?
Forget the words to the
Greg
song?
forgets things all the time.
I forget my computer cords or my whole computer. Sometimes I'll leave my laptop places.
And you just got to be a cappella singing or what?
Well, no, it's usually after we're done.
We've done some for a while. We had a Bluetooth speaker, and if all else failed, we'd set up this Bluetooth speaker. And it was
that's at smaller events.
Yeah, small town. It was. We did some crude things, but we got it done, and the small crowd enjoyed it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know. Embarrassing.
I can't think of embarrassing.
How about take a different way? What's the coolest thing you've gotten to do because of the videos?
There's several things. I think the coolest thing was in 2014. I think we went to Germany and performed at the Agritechnica farm show. It was like 8,000 German farmers. We're halfway across the world, and they're just losing their minds. It's American celebrities, and we're no, we're not that cool. But the whoever was hosting us, they said, okay, here's your dressing room. Nickelback was in here last night. You guys are in here tonight, and we're whoa, that's cool. So I don't know how you guys feel about Nickelback, but it was cool to be in the same.
Yeah, whenever we and then we also got to go to Australia. So anytime you go to another country, it's pretty eye-opening, and just how big the world is out there, I guess.
And how social media can connect you with those people. Yeah. To go halfway around the world, and it's these people know all these things about your farm, and that's pretty cool.
Well, we've been going to have you on the podcast for a while, but we've never connected.
Yeah.
Well, now we have.
Was Agritechnica worth going as a show?
Oh yeah, this was 10 years ago, but it was very impressive.
That's again this November because it's every other year, and we're trying to make it to go there, but it's kind of right in the middle of harvest too. So
yeah,
middle of November.
and it was for us too. So it was a challenge to get there, but it was awesome. It was a really cool experience.
Very cool. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you to the Hefties. Thank you to Corteva for letting us use your stage here. I say, crack a cold one. You deserve it.
Farm4Profit podcast. Take a listen, have a blast. Farm4Profit podcast.